In this video, we take the ETM RTR high torque mod motor, install it into a bike, and put it through the ringer along with our new employee Trent. Let's see what these two are capable of. What up? Welcome to the vlog. Electroland day 3,427. Feels that way. Today, the video is about mod motors. We have high torque mod motors. They work directly with your stock controller and stock battery to give you more torque, less heat, and more performance for an awesome price. We got Trent. He's a new guy, and he got to claim a bike and throw a mod motor in because he's a shredder. So let's get after it. Let's go find this new guy. Trent's actually an old guy. He used to work with us when he was like not even of age, barely. Okay, that's illegal. So he was old enough. He went away and became an adult. That's how long we've been doing this. Fucking weird. And now he's here. So Trent needs a bike because he's a shredder. He's over here winning like AMA championships or something. Yeah, he needs a mod motor, so let's throw it in.
Welcome back, Trent, once again.
Very nice to be back. I'm happy to be back with the family. You guys helped grow me up when I was little and tolerated me as little kids, so.
Loser thinks he's part of our family. We love you, Trent. Just kidding. Trent's the OG family. I just like giving people a hard time. If you haven't noticed, that's my deal. I try and roast all of our teammates thoroughly so that way they have thick skin because all our customers yell at them. They need thick skin.
That's true. I got yelled at yesterday.
For what?
Trying to help, quite frankly. Be nice to the customer service guys. I'm trying to help. There's a way we have to do things, and we'll help you. You know?
What up, man?
How we doing?
You know, doing pretty good. Trent's help has been fucking amazing. I'm not like the only guy doing it anymore. I'm trying to build up the family and keep bringing dope stuff to all the people. You know, continue to provide even better customer service and support is, you know, always the goal. So, you know, we try to be the best, and we believe we are the best. And
did this guy just try and say a bunch of like heartfelt business shit? Oh fuck, dude. Get this fucking motor, dude.
What's up, Mr. Don?
Hello.
Don, it's summer, ain't it?
It is.
Sun's out, guns out.
Guns out, baby.
Let's go.
So we designed the ETM RTR to be easy to work on. So like we used to work a lot on these Surons when those were like the hot she's, and literally I've contemplated myself multiple times while working on a Suron. And so when we designed the ETM RTR, we tried to make it as simple to access everything and not have to like remove other things to get to other things and take apart the whole world and bury things under other stuff. So the motor's super easy to change. It drops right out with 4 bolts, and then there's 3 controller terminal posts that hold the wires in, and that's it. It just slides out. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get to shredding. I'm just putting these RLV chains away, and I just wanted to say that if you don't have an RLV on your RTR, you're straight tripping. You need to get one. They're 40 bucks, 100% worth it. Even though we are upgrading the chains on the stock bikes, if you already have a bike, regardless of whether it's gonna be the new upgraded chain or not, it will not compare to the RLV. These are space chains. They're designed by a company in America called RLV. They worked with us on it, and it's the shiz. And if you're riding your bike hard, this is the quietest, most durable chain. They look rad too, so worth 40 bucks for sure. Trent used to be a mechanic. He grew up, became a mechanic, and then we scalped him. Now he's here again.
Where'd it go?
Trent's over here balls deep looking for a 10 mil.
There was 8 in here yesterday. All the 10 mils were gone. I'm not even making it up, yeah.
We hired a mechanic and he loses all the 10 mils immediately, dude.
How much is that worth?
I don't know. We buy our shit from Harbor Freight, dude. Everyone loses the tools. We don't buy expensive tools because they just throw them on the floor and then they get eaten by a goat or something, dude.
Living the customer support life, dude. Getting emails in, like, thank you. Thank personally to the Trent guy that works for you. That's right.
He's having like one of those like imagination moments where like he wished that people wrote in and said thanks Trent, but they just don't.
That's happened twice.
dude, and I don't think anyone's called him a cocksucker yet either.
True. Nobody said fuck my company yet.
4 bolts to get the motor off, and then Trent's gonna pop this plastic piece down, no tools. And we just need to remove these hardwares from the post, which is an 8 mil, and then the motor comes out.
Come on, motor. Trent is claiming this bike as his own. He needs a bike to take care of. Our bikes get destroyed. We leave them out in the sun, in the rain, torture test, and laziness. A little bit of both. So, yeah, where are we gonna put them? Because we're trying to put all the parts inside. So, mine goes in my living room.
We'll do another video where we show like kind of how we're trying to expand, but like that stuff takes a while, dude.
Like we're out in the boonies, so trying to get anyone to help us build anything is like...
No one said he wanted a proper introduction.
Yeah, dude, so this guy Nolan was like, I didn't get introduced like that. And so we put Nolan on the spot. So Nolan was with me from the beginning. This guy worked for free, bro. I met him on Facebook, and he was out of college, and he's like, I don't want to get a real job. I want to go play with dirt bikes. So he came over. Somehow he ended up moving right next to my house, which is wild because he lived 2 hours away. It's super weird. And so here he is 5 years later, and he's like some big guy shop dude, and he wants an introduction. So there he is, Nolan. He's a fucking, look at him. He's like a, look at his hair, dude. He's like, what's that character? He-Man or something? He's like a fucking stickman version of He-Man, dude. Tell them what you gave up in your life. Tell them what you went to school for.
Yeah.
This guy went to school and then gave up his whole career for no money.
I was gonna be a chemist, and then I decided to play with electric dirt bikes, which was a win for sure.
Yeah.
Here we are 5 years later. We've been up here at Electroland for a couple years. A couple transitions with Electro & Co. Started from helped me solder a few wires to razor kits. I think we're going on 5 years of that now. You can go look at the OG razor kit video of us shredding Carnegie with the razors, and Austin having stock forks and everything, and now here we are. You know, there ain't no stock anything. Shop full of mod parts.
How's your 10-minute install going, buddy?
Gone to about 11. Not bad, not bad. You just have to be patient with it. It all goes together in a pretty simple way.
People always ask about chain tension. Anything that's not super tight or super loose, what does that mean? This is like right in the middle. See how like I can lift it up easily? Like I'm not like, ugh, because it's not pulled tight. Like this has got a little bit of slack to it. It's not like flopping all over. So you don't want to pull it tight because that puts a lot of stress on the motor bearing because it's direct drive. So if it's chained super tight, then we're just yanking on that bearing the whole time. So you just want a little bit of extra play, but not so much that the chain's flopping around. So basically the tiniest amount of slack, just enough to where it's not being pulled tight. That's the perfect amount. And then it's gonna stretch a little bit as you ride. Then you go back, reset it back to that, just a little bit of slack, and then so on and so forth. You need to lube the chain. I know it's an electric bike, but there are moving parts that require oil and grease, and there's no technology on earth that prevents any vehicle from needing those things, especially something with a chain. Do your bike maintenance, people. Lube your chain. Check your brakes, air up your tires, tighten your spokes, visual inspections. The bike requires maintenance. It is a dirt bike. You will wail on it. I want you to wail on it, and then you gotta fix it. Okay.
And then fakey's out. Savage.
Wiles is a savage. Check him out.
Let's go. I'll stop you one more time. He's clean.
Good goal right there.
Dude, watch out. Get the fuck out of my way, dude. I'll do this shit with one fucking hand in 1 second, dude. Actually?
Yeah, that's right. Actually?
Okay, it's harder than I thought.
Thank you.
Okay, I got it with one hand. Okay, so one little tidbit if you're doing this, need your harness wires to move to the side. So if you take a look with the camera right here, when you route this over, you want to route it up nice and clean so it doesn't vibrate and rub. Just a little factoid for you. Use this as a lesson of how to do it better.
That's exactly why I did it.
Do it better than this. Look at what Trent's got going on here. Don't do that. Just don't. Make them go one wire under another like this, not like this. Now that I've come and to save the day, you can look and see how they look now. That's how they should look.
It's a lot better.
A lot better. 3 wires like this, not like that. What a high torque motor is. So the high torque motor goes from a 60H, which is the height of the rotor and stator, to a 70H, so you have more motor inside your motor. It has thinner laminations, which is the stack of steel that the rotor and stator are made out of, so that's the outer part and the inner where the magnets are. When those are thinner, it basically reduces the eddy currents, which is a bunch of engineering talk, but basically the motor becomes more efficient. So it's gonna make less heat, make more power, you have more motor inside, and then the internals can reach 180C instead of 150C. 30C is a lot. So not only does it make less heat, it can get hotter and not get damaged. So in order to get the full benefit of this, we have a tune service. You send it in, it's like $30, and we retune it to allow that higher temperature threshold.
It's not required. You can just slap the motor in. It's gonna be more torque. It's gonna be awesome. But if you're racing and you need that extra temperature bump, you can send it in and we reprogram it for you. I just did that, so this thing's ready to rip. There are fast chargers and they're raw. So this is 12 amps, battery is 24 amp hours or 25. So the way you can think about amps to amp hours is with the charger is simple. If it were 25 amp hour battery and a 25 amp charger, that'd be 1 hour charge, right? Since they're equal, it's the amount of amps to the amp hour, 1 hour. See, amp hour, 25 amps and an hour, 25 amp hour, 25 amps. So this is a 12 amp charger, so that's 2 hours. But your battery's pretty much never fully dead. So you're looking at 1 to 1.5 hour charge versus like 5 hour charge. So it's like a huge increase. Get yourself a fast charger. Don't wait to ride your bike. So we're only putting in 1 amp. I twist this knob, bam, we're putting in 11 amp. A worthwhile upgrade. So if you're like waiting around for your bike to charge, which it gets pretty good range, but if you are, there's a fast charger, go get it. We're up here on the top of the mountain. Trent Scott mod motor, as I said, is more motor inside your motor. That's the #1 thing that it makes a big difference. And he's gonna give it a run. Kev also has a mod motor in his America bike. So we got 2 mod motors and 2 normies. I have big wheels. Normal motor with big wheels is like worst combo, basically. Not that it's like bad, but like, yeah, of all the 3, it's gonna be the least powerful. Trent, who's like 0 pounds on a mod motor, he's gonna shred. And then we got Kev, who's a sizable fellow. And he's got a mod motor because, you know, if you're a sizable fellow, maybe you need that. Both those bikes are box stock. I just wanna make that clear. Box stock, except for the mod motor. $349 upgrade. Is it worth it? Let's see what they say. I'm gonna put my head in here, dude. I'm gonna get herpaganosyphilate again, dude. It's got everybody's fucking net sweating this bitch.
Got the cotton candy bubble gum special.
Yeah,
Oh shit, D's back. I'm just waiting for a fucking rattler to pop out.
right? Shit. I got one the other day.
A rattler?
It's in a water bottle in the freezer right now.
Swear.
If you have an RTR without the mod motor, it's a completely different bike. Coming out of that corner with a pretty gnarly rut, just getting on a little bit, the thing wants to do a wheelie. So if you like doing wheelies and stuff, that's way better. Plus, I can tell, I just did a shit ton of laps. It runs cooler. So this motor is like actually amazing. Definitely the way to go. I've been like smiling about it. I can't keep the front end down. They're already super torquey, but this is the cherry on top.
I like the review, Mr. Trent. Oh my god. Straight's a little loose, buddy.
Go find some hill climbs?
Little hill climb action?
Some little hill climb action?
Let's do it.
I was looking for rattlesnakes!
I gotta find my inner Graham Jarvis. Final thought, way better motor. Like I said earlier, we did a lot of riding off camera too, and it didn't overheat at all. And I mean, I even had Austin touch it a few times, and then, you know, he's on the stock one. So there obviously is a pretty noticeable difference in that. And then obviously you can feel a little bit of a difference on the bike. It's just a better motor. I for sure like not looking back to the stock one. Not that the stock one's bad, but if you're going to upgrade, this is definitely the way to go.
That's it, ladies and gents. $349 upgrade. Kick shit in the wiener. Gets a little punch in the bottom. No more overheating for those that are shredding or a little extra. And they're available on the website now. So go get one.